Yeah, ow. That hurt. Hey guys, it's Meghan Tonjes. You're watching Life Size Beauty, and this video is about going blonde. So I would say one of the questions I get asked the most online is about my hair and going blonde. As many of you know who've been watching me for a while, I did not always have blonde hair. I've kind of been brown, red, black, everything in between. And then recently in the past year I decided to go blonde, which has been a process. I've been dyeing my hair since I was like, younger than 15 or 16, younger than that. I decided to go blonde because I had never really done that. I was kind of bored with everything else that I had done, and I just wanted to try it. I wanted to experiment. It's just hair, it'll grow back, so I thought I'd have fun. Also, as a kid, I was very blonde, so I felt like somewhere inside of me I was meant to be blonde. So a little over a year ago, I went from completely black hair to blonde. And that was a process because I had been using box dye for a long time, which is not the best. So I had to get color correction from black to red, and then eventually from red to blonde. And for a long time my hair was kind of a very brassy, orangey blonde, and I thought, okay, well that's just normal because, you know, obviously you have to get used to it, whatever. But I started to realize, especially once I started getting my hair done by ZOJA, Coffee Girl, who is just amazing, and I recommend her to everyone who's in LA, and I will put her information below if you want to go get your hair done because she works magic. Magical hands, magical face, magical booty. We started to realize that I apparently pull incredibly warm. So my hair likes to fight going blonde. So this is, again, even more of a process. I thought that I would have an easy time because I was like, oh, I have really like fine hair. I don't have very thick or coarse hair. I don't have very dark hair. It's like a medium brown naturally. So I thought it would be an easy process. No. My hair just naturally wants to pull red, which is why it was so easy for me to dye my hair red for years with box dye. And I was like, oh, this is incredible. I don't have to do anything because my hair wants to be red. I just went recently to get my base lifted again and highlights. And what she put on has an incredible blue base. So she was kind of warning me that, like, you know, this is going to turn your hair blue. Don't freak out. It didn't turn my hair blue at all. My hair just went perfectly blonde because that's how warm my hair pulls. Blue has no chance. I asked you guys on Twitter if you had any questions about the process of going blonde, what I do to kind of upkeep this, and here are some of the questions you asked me. Isaac Riley Davis asked, how do you prevent your blonde from getting too brassy? The main thing I use is purple shampoo. That kind of counteracts the brassiness. The brand that I use is called Joico. I got it on Amazon, and it lasts for a while. You don't use it every single day. I usually do it like about twice a week, and I don't spend a lot of time out in the sun or damaging it. I don't know if that really does anything as far as brassiness is concerned, but I feel like that can't help, so I try to keep it mostly covered or mostly inside, which works out perfectly because I'm an indoor kid. Taylor asked, how do you keep your hair strong while being blonde? I've been informed by ZOJA that I apparently have good hair because it has been through a lot since the process of going blonde and is in really good condition actually. It's pretty soft. I don't have like a ton of dead ends or anything, and that's also because I go and get it trimmed and made magical every 8 weeks. I also have the side cut, which means I have to get this all trimmed pretty regularly. I'm lucky to live by ZOJA, so she can trim this up in between my haircuts. But this was a decision I made just because, again, I get bored and I think something will be fun. And this, you know, I get compared a lot to Ellie Goulding with this on YouTube videos, but she was definitely one of the inspirations. I looked at her side cut and I thought, that looks really cool, and it's like the best thing I ever did. It's gonna be a bitch to grow out, but hopefully I won't grow it out for a while because I love it, and I can just sleep on the side of my head and I don't mess up my hair at all, and I look perfect in the morning. I also try not to put too much heat on it. I used to straighten my hair all the time. I rarely, if ever, pull out a straightener. I try to blow dry it and let that go for a few days. I'll wrap it up in between so that I'm not washing my hair all the time. My hair is definitely a lot drier since I started bleaching it, so I don't have to worry as much. I use a lot of dry shampoo to kind of, you know, in between, just kind of lessen the amount of everything that I'm doing to it. I've also recently been embracing my natural hair, which is wavy, so that way I'm not putting as much product in it and I'm not putting as much heat on it. And I often, throughout the week, will put coconut oil on it. I'll kind of just use like a coconut oil as a mask, put it on overnight, wash it out in the morning, and I feel like that keeps my hair in really good condition. Gunnaroll asked, would you recommend it for me? Yes. How did you feel after going blonde for the first time, and how often do you have to get it redone? The first time I got it done, I was nervous. I mean, I knew that it wasn't going to be as blonde as I wanted it to be, But I don't know, I felt different, especially every time I went back and I kind of got it redone. As a blonde, I don't know that my personality's changed, but I definitely think the way people treat me has changed, and I will 100% go on record about that. I think guys treat me differently, and I think girls treat me differently. I think my luck with guys has gone up, and my friendships with girls has been questionable, because I do feel like girls kind of look at you and are like, are you gonna touch my boyfriend? Like, for some reason, me going blonde immediately made me a threat. I definitely get more attention as a blonde, both good and bad. It is a definite commitment as far as money and time and care. I go about every 8 weeks because my hair grows super fast, which is a good thing and a bad thing when you are blonde, because you have to get it done often. Daniel asked, for the first time, should you do it at a salon or at home? I feel like rarely do good stories come out of doing this at home. I'd been doing box dye for so long that I had destroyed my hair. And it was really damaged and really bad, and I wouldn't go get haircuts for like a year, and that was awful, and my hair was long, but it was not in good condition. So I would say I'm glad I went to get it done by a professional, and I'm glad that I've continued to do it professionally, because I can't be trusted with that. So I mean, if you have a friend that does hair and can help you out, or you have learned how to do this and feel confident, I say do it. I just say that whatever is right for you, make sure that if you're doing blonde, you're doing it right. If you guys have any more questions, stuff that I didn't cover in this video about my hair, feel free to ask that below, and I will answer that in the comments. Yes. Bye!